crypto warriors, changing our world day by day. The way of the crypto warriors, can't rely on the bankers, no way.
Good morning, Bix Weir, roadrunner.com. With your morning horn of Z's, your sip of chaga coffee. All right. There's some serious things going on at THETA. There's some serious things going on in silver. Question is, where do you want to have your money for the short term, medium term, long term? I highly recommend both. But short term moves, I would say that THETA will outrun, now that it's pulled back, 30%, will outrun silver, because I think silver will be a controlled climb. Once it hits 30, it'll hit 35. There'll be no more slam downs. But as the news comes out that the CFTC is going to start doing their job. Oh, by the way, on that front, my friend Chris Marcus is standing outside the CFTC today, starting in about 15 minutes. Go to his live stream, Arcadia Economics, and you can see him out in front of the CFTC demanding answers. Gotta love that kid. You gotta love him. Anyway, back to THETA. THETA, the moves are about to happen. When did I say? End of April, beginning of May. Where did I get that information? The same place I get all my information. A little bit here, a little bit there, and then you put it together and form something that makes sense to you. That's what I did with the gold in the Grand Canyon. I'll get to that in 1 second. There's absolutely millions of tons of gold in the Grand Canyon just sitting there waiting for the United States. Not necessarily to mine it either. I don't even know if we'll need gold. But if we do, we've got just a hell of a lot of it, which makes you wonder, okay, what's the price? Now, there's a hell of a lot more unbacked fiat money being printed. So don't worry about the price of gold going down just because there's millions of tons. It'll continue to rise, double or even triple. Whereas the price of silver will go up 100, 200, 300 times. When manipulation ends, and I think that moment is coming very fast. All right, back to THETA. I think silver will be like a year before it goes 100, 200, 300 times until it's freely traded. These criminal regulators just cannot give up the game. And the COMEX, the bankers, and they don't want the system to implode. So in order for it to continue going the way it is, and you not to lose everything you have in your checking, savings, and retirement accounts, they're going to have to drag this thing on a little bit. We'll see what happens if they can control it. Hell, they've controlled it for over 100 years. So I would assume they can control it for a few more. I don't think they're going to suppress the price as much, though. I do think there's a massive amount of people who know what's going on in silver and will demand their silver. And I'll get to that one second. Hey, Ben, back to THETA. We're at the end of April, or we're coming up to it. We're at the middle of April, about nearing the end, the last 2 weeks of April. This is your last chance to get THETA at under $20. Right now it's at $10.89. Now, why am I saying that? One, SimpleSwap keeps making THETA disappear. SimpleSwap is pretty much one of the only ways you can safely, swap another crypto for THETA. Here's a great example. If you want to get enough THETA to run a Guardian node so you can earn THETA fuel, you're going to need at least 1,000. So let's just say you go, you swap 45 Litecoin and you'll get over 1,000 THETA. Now, SimpleSwap keeps disappearing the THETA. It'll be available one day and not available another day. It's not SimpleSwap doing it. SimpleSwap just links the buyers and the sellers. The vast majority of THETA comes from Binance. So Binance is at the other end, and I've checked the wallets of where this THETA is coming from. It's Binance. They just link into Binance. And because U.S. customers theoretically can't, without a VPN and a lot of chicanery, can't buy on Binance because it's not on Binance US. They got to go to something like SimpleSwap. And it's been working for a lot of people. So, yeah, it'll be spotty. Sometimes you'll see it and sometimes you don't. But remember, Binance is the largest holder of THETA and THETA Fuel. They will do what's best for Binance. They are crooked beyond belief, don't get me wrong. But they are the ones who jack the price up and jack the price down. They'll slam the price down. Why? Because they can load up on more and have their friends get in as well. It's all a game. It's all a con. But if you get your crypto in your own possession, you get your metals into your own possession, I don't recommend getting stock certificates into your own possession because the regulators don't even care anymore. The SEC doesn't even care about stock certificates. It's all digital, all virtual. They made it hard as possible to hold your stock certificates. Why? Because that represents a claim on a rehypothecated asset that they don't have. No, all your Apple stock is not held in your name. None of it is. Zero. Look at the volumes. Look at the volumes. All right. So why do I think Theta is going to jump like a crazy person in the next coming weeks? Number one, the Hitomi graph. I've analyzed it a zillion different times. This is from a remote viewing done by Crypto Viewing. The graph had it had dates kind of, but it had no numbers. But from all my other work with the psychics, with my analysis of what's going on, their roadmap, now is the time for the big jump, the 10x jump in Theta in a matter of, it'll start and then everybody will go, what the hell's going on with Theta? It'll be a 10x move in a matter of a couple months. 10x from where it is today. That puts it over $100. I have the full graph on the private road at Road to Ruta, along with the analysis, but this will be a big one. If I'm correct, and Ed Reardon is correct, Ed Reardon, the remote viewer who saw Tom Brady saying, hey, buy Theta. Tom Brady's launching an NFT company. That's one of the biggest sports stars definitely in the United States, but in the world, is launching an NFT company this spring. Not this summer, not the next fall, this spring. And they haven't announced the parameters. It's got to be fast, it's got to be cheap, so it won't be Ethereum. They have to pick a blockchain that is going to be best for this huge venture. Lionsgate is in on it, by the way. Lionsgate is in on it. Oh, yes, the same Lionsgate becomes the latest Hollywood studio to bring content to the Theta network. Theta, Tom Brady, Lionsgate. Again, how do I get my information? I put together the facts. You dig, you get the facts. And then you compare it to what the psychics are saying. Jenny Moonstone is saying, end of April, this is happening for Theta and for silver. Begin in May, end of April, beginning in May. We are there. There's 2 more weeks left in April. 10 days left in April. You think you can handle 10 days of bullshit market rigging of Theta price to load up on all you can? Am I going to sell my silver to buy more Theta? I don't think so. I got plenty of Theta. Cryptos, yes, I would swap them. Now. Not tomorrow, now. Go to Simple Swap, swap your Litecoin for Theta, swap your Bitcoin for Theta, swap your Ethereum for Theta, swap everything for Theta for the next 2 months. And then you can go back to whatever you want because you want that 10x move. Not investment advice. Again, read what Tom Brady. Tom Brady is launching an NFT company. 7-time Super Bowl champion is launching an NFT platform called Autograph this spring. Spring is almost running out. When does spring end? June? I don't know, something like that. But we're talking a matter of months. And there is no other blockchain better than Theta for NFTs. Why? Because it's ultra fast and transactions are practically free. And oh, by the way, they're on hold because of an expansion in their NFT program. Yes, right here. So when they changed the upgrade Mainnet 3.0 date, they said it was because, oh yeah, we're changing it. We're changing the date because of Mainnet. But they added something else. Updated Mainnet 3.0 launch schedule June 30th. So the end of June. The Theta development team has been heads down work for Mainnet 3.0 for some time now. Great progress has been made toward the release of elite edge nodes. That's for T-Fuel staking. And everybody thought that was it, right? Due to this, the Mainnet 3.0 launch will be moved forward to from April 21st to June 30th. While delays are never ideal, we think this change is prudent way forward for ensuring a successful launch of Mainnet 3.0. And then everybody stopped reading at that point. And then there's another thing. The THETA team, they say, oh, yeah, we're going to do it right. Damn it, we're going to do it right. But then look at this. Additionally, and this is what I think that the delay is for. Additionally, key partnership opportunities in the NFT space have required us to devote resources to building out upcoming NFT marketplace in a broader approach and incorporating some of those foundational elements to Mainnet 3.0 core. Key partnership opportunities. Key partnership opportunities in the NFT space. Tom Brady launching NFT company. Ed Reardon, famous sports star / CEO. That was really interesting in his remote viewing. Go to crypto viewing and sign up for the Patreon. They're awesome. But and check out Hitomi's THETA reading and the main THETA reading. It's all great stuff for THETA coming on. But there are some specific things, especially Ed Reardon's take on a sports star. He just couldn't get I see a sports star endorsing and promoting THETA on TV. He says it's either a sports star or a CEO. Tom Brady is the CEO of this NFT company, and he's a sports star. This is a home run when this happens. We're all going to go to crypto viewing and say, nice job, boys. Ed, nice job. You nailed it. I'm saying that right now. I know it's coming. Especially Lionsgate is in Tom Brady's company and in THETA. Now let's check out the THETA roadmap. Go back to this first. I'm excited. This means THETA is going to over $100 faster than anybody can blink an eye. And it's just sitting there at under $11. It's classic. It's classic. I remember when I first got into THETA, it was like $12 or 12 cents, and it went down to 4 cents briefly. And it was hovering at 5 to 6 cents. And everybody's like, Bix, you don't know what you're talking about. It's bullshit. Michelle White Dove's crazy. She didn't know what she's talking about. I'm like, hey, you guys do what you want. I'm loading up. And I did. There you have it. And I told a lot of people to do it, and they did. And they made smart moves. Now is a smart move again. It is a smart move to swap other cryptos for THETA, in my opinion. Okay, let's listen to what they say. Additionally, key partnership opportunities in the NFT space have required us to devote resources to building out the upcoming THETA NFT marketplace in a broader approach and incorporating some of those foundational elements into Mainnet 3.0 core. While we know the native THETA blockchain is lightning fast with effectively zero transaction fees, our proof-of-stake protocol, purpose-built for media, becomes even more important. Purpose-built for media. Purpose-built for media becomes more important as the cost of minting and transacting NFTs on Ethereum, for example, keeps increasing. It becomes highly impractical for buyers and sellers to transact $5 to $10 NFTs if the transaction fee is $2. Absolutely. I told you guys. Ethereum, I don't think they'll ever fix their problems. Maybe one day, but it's a long way off. In the meantime, there's room for faster and better blockchains like THETA. In the longer term, we believe, now check this out, this is unique. In the longer term, we believe that THETA's elite edge nodes can become a true universal decentralized edge storage for all NFTs. It does not rely on any centralized platform. Wow. A little holochain going on there. To enable this, in the future, we will be building out cross-chain bridges between THETA, Ethereum, and other networks to enable seamless transfer, storage, and ownership of all digital assets. That's a huge thing. NFTs are our future. Hitomi saw it too. Hitomi drew 10 coin logos, different coin logos, including Coinbase. Hitomi didn't even know what she was reading. She was going off a number. She didn't even know, even after she named THETA, She said Theta Network in her reading. She didn't even know that that was the crypto they were talking about until Dick Allgaier told her. It's insane. This is happening, my friends. I hope you take it to heart. Spend some time, spend some energy. If you know how to use cryptos, go to simpleswap.io. Simpleswap.io. You can swap all your other cryptos for Theta. And if you don't know how to use cryptos, join the private road at Road to Ruta. I have a whole Theta page, Ruta's Theta page. And that has instructions on how to buy it, store it, and stake it. It's not easy. It's not easy in the US. When Coinbase adds it, which is coming up very soon, and Gemini, and Kraken, I think they'll all add at the same time. And Theta's like the only main coin that's not on any of these US exchanges. Why? Because it's more important than all the other cryptos. Anyway, join the private road at roadtoruta.com. I have a Theta page, and there's a lot more. And you get this, the Silver Ruta coin. Woo! That's a humdinger. All right, so let's look at the roadmap. I think the roadmap was updated, and they didn't tell us. Not sure about that, but I think it was. But here's the roadmap. And remember, things were delayed from the first quarter. TNT20 Theta token, network token, minter expands for NFTs. They've done that. Pre-edge node, they've done that. Delegated one-click staking on the Theta wallet. I don't think they've done that yet. Don't quote me on that. Decentralized exchange, I think that's in beta. NFT marketplace on the Theta blockchain. That's happening. Second Theta hackathon launches. I think that happened. I don't know. I'm not a hacker. But here it is. Second quarter. This is where we are. Mainnet 3.0 launch. They waited till the last day, June 30th. Lined app launches with Theta integration. Official Theta app release for Ledger and or Trezor. Finally. I mean, right? They have a bridge. I have a video on the private road of how to use Theta on the Ledger. And Trezor is very similar, but it looks like they've got a official app coming out. Now, I thought that was first quarter. I thought a lot of this stuff was first quarter. So I don't know. Clearly, Mainnet 3.0 was supposed to be April 21st, so that would be third quarter. I don't know if they changed this. But all this stuff. And don't forget this big thing that they said, what was it, the beginning of the year. They sold off, I think it was 30 million Theta? Or they removed from staking 30 million Theta in order to run an ad campaign. Hello, Ed Reardon's had a sports star CEO on television around the world talking about Theta. And Theta Labs pulled a very important Guardian node, or it was a validator node. They pulled off 30 million tokens. Nobody knows what it was for, but they said for advertising. It's going to be a big year. And have you seen many Theta ads? Not yet. Are they coming with Tom Brady saying, buy Theta, buy Theta, buy Theta? Absolutely. Now. Okay. So on the private road, I do have if you go to the private road area, right here, there's the price speculation graph where I give dates and amounts and what I think is going to go on. No, it's not financial advice. It's for fun only, entertainment purposes. But it's been damn spot on so far. So get ready, my friends. The other thing is silver. Look at silver. This is the 15-year chart of silver. Look at this congestion above $30. When JP Morgan put their guy, a guy named Bill Daley, JP Morgan put Bill Daley as Obama's chief of staff in 2011 to rig the silver price. And what did Bill Daley and JP Morgan do? They drove the price up from $25 to $50 and then slammed it down, creating this artificial bear market we're still in. $30 on the going up was a block, and on the coming down was the big. It kept struggling to get under $30, and then bang, they got it under $30 with their market rigging operations. Now we are approaching that $30 again. Look what happened last time. It went from 30 to 50 almost in a matter of weeks. Was that part Bill Daley and JP Morgan bringing the price up? I don't think they were bringing the price up. All you have to do is stop rigging it to bring the price up. and it goes up automatically. But they did orchestrate a slam, and they started shorting in above $35 and made $1 zillion after they slammed it criminally. Oh, by the way, the DOJ found them guilty, and they settled. Hello, this whole thing right here was caused by JP Morgan's market rigging. This is the whole reason we're in any kind of artificial bear market, was the JP Morgan rigging of 2009 through 2014 or whatever the DOJ said. It looks like Chris Marcus is live. That was the noise. All right. Go check out Chris Marcus at his Arcadia Economics YouTube site. He's live. I think he's going to be live in the street, which would be really cool. So anyway, so when we hit 30, bang. The question is it going to stop at 50 or are we going to see free market trading for silver? If you look at the all-time price of silver and the chart, you can see it'll reach a double top. 50 in 1980 and 50 in 2011. And that's when that breaks through that, the sky's the limit. There is no more charts and graphs to tell us what's going to be next. My take, watch the gold-silver ratio. It's going to 1 to 1. And you might laugh about that and say, Bix, you're crazy. But the reality is, there's, according to Jeffrey Christian and the mainstream, there's 6 billion ounces of gold in the world, and there's 6 billion ounces of silver in the world. You tell me which metal is more important. As remember, silver is both an industrial and a monetary metal, and the amount of silver is disappearing because people are using it. You're watching me on your computer or your flat screen TV or whatever you're watching me on, and there's a little bit of silver in each flat screen TV, decent size, has 1 to 2 ounces of silver in it. Will that be recycled? Not at $30. Will it be recycled at $30,000? Probably. People probably start smashing their TVs just to get the silver out. Not that easy. It's not like an ounce of silver sits in your TV. It's on the little wire components. Why? Because it's the best conductor of electricity in the world. Elon Musk, he is loading up on all the derivative silver he can get his hands on, and he's taking delivery. Taking delivery. Taking delivery. Speaking of taking delivery, today, or yesterday, over 400 million ounces were delivered. No, it was a COMEX trading day. That's a normal trading day. Over 400 million ounces of electronic futures and options contracts traded. It is a joke. It's a criminal enterprise run by the banksters. Here's what we're watching. There is 7 trading days left. And we're still at about 80,000 contract open interest. Just below it, that's 400 million ounces. That's real physical stuff. If they don't close those out, and they did close 4,000 contracts out. But look at this. Because the open interest, look at that. It's at dropped 1,000. So my take is about 1,000 contracts, or what is that? 1,000 times 5,000 is 5 million ounces. Had to be bought back at a loss and closed out. Those are closed out deals. When the total open interest starts going down, those are deals that are closed out. This is the rollover part. People who want to roll over to July and play the game for another 2 months. I don't think many people want to play the game for another 2 months. We will see. But again, remember, it's their game. It's their rules. They can do anything that they want. And they do. And they are all criminals, by the way. Anybody who doesn't understand that shouldn't be in silver, in my opinion. All right. I have moved forward the Grand Canyon gold data and facts from the public road to the private road because I think it's time to tell people how I got this crazy theory that there's gold in the Grand Canyon. Jim Willie can't really figure it out. I don't know what's wrong with him. I guess he has a problem going on the internet. But yes, it is not hard. Go to roadtoruler.com and go to Grand Canyon Gold, type in Grand Canyon Gold, and you will find this lovely article on the in the public road. So everybody can go here. Right. Where is it? It is right. If you go down to Road to Root Letter Archives, it gives you all these free articles, everything you want to know about manipulation. And right here, Grand Canyon Gold, Data and Facts. And it proves for the 15th millionth time that they closed the Grand Canyon to all mining because they found massive amounts of gold in the Grand Canyon. Massive amounts of gold. And that's not all they found. So check that out. Very interesting. We did remote viewing sessions on it, and it'll shock you what was in the Grand Canyon that they found. And it's not just placer gold like that was announced in 1913. Yes, placer gold was announced in 1913. Go to resource tab at roadtoruder.com, and you can just click on that. Jim Willie, give it a little read, see what you have to say. Billions and billions and billions of ounces announced in 1912, and then they shut down the Grand Canyon in 1913 and created the Federal Reserve. Voila. It's crazy, I know. All right, so, yes, we are still giving away. Go to subscribe today at roadtoruder.com. Still giving away while they last and while silver's under $30. 1 silver Ruda coin for every renewal or new subscription to the private road. Gives you access to all the Ginny Moonstone readings, the Cliff High interviews, everything we've done at Road to Ruda. But look at that coin. That's beautiful. I love that coin. They are shipping right now. The team is, I wouldn't say they're behind. There's just a lot to ship out. But people have started receiving them, and they love them. They're all individually numbered. Double strike with luster. Look at that coin. There's a little cave of gold in the Grand Canyon, and they come in this really fancy burlap sack. And they have a plastic case over them, so they're not just sitting out willy-nilly. They're safe and secure and perfect. These coins are perfect. Anyway, join the private road today. Hit subscribe today. And you go down here and hit buy now, and you can join. And we will send you anywhere in the world a Road to Ruda coin. All right? It's Bix Weir, roadtoruder.com. Hang tough. Buy your Theta now while you still can. You don't know how to do it, go to join the private road, and we have a Theta page. Just go to the member area, and then go down. It is the second article down there. Theta page. The first one is the price speculation graph, which will just blow your socks off. But the Theta page, buy your Theta before Tom Brady says, "Hey, buy Theta." It's Bix Weir.